Hey guys, and welcome to Season 1 of Minenest Gens. Yes, we finally released a Gen server. Well, we're finally releasing a Gen server on Minenest after popular suggestions. It's been recommended, it's been requested for months on Minenest now. So we decided, let's do one. And we've spent the last few weeks working on it, and we really think this is one of the best Gen servers out there. So I'm going to walk you guys through it. It opens this Saturday at 3 PM EST. That's Saturday the 31st of January, 3 PM EST. Use the IP bluq.minenest.net. Okay, so obviously the first thing that you're really going to notice on the Gen server is your harvester hoe. It's kind of the main part of the farming aspect, is a harvester hoe. And there's a lot of enchants. We have, what is it, like 15 enchants for your harvester hoe. Some of the very normal ones like fortune, an orb greed, some experience, obviously speed and haste. Then we get into the fun ones, like you can get keys from it, you can send airstrikes and it drops TNT and mines a bunch of the crops, which I think is probably one of the coolest ones. But you've got ones where you can get a condensed crop instead, which is like multiple, let's say wheat. It'll be like 9 wheat. It's like 64 wheat turns into 1 condensed wheat. That's a brilliant way to make money. And then you've got stuff like Poseidon, where you get level XP, and even like proc boosters, where you can get more chance of activating the proc rates of all of them. So there's actually quite a lot to grind for in the enchant aspect, which is one of the most enjoyable things about this game mode. So actually going to the farms themselves, you can do /farms, and we have 5 farms that go up from everyone has access to the wheat farm, and then you have to prestige 5 times for the carrot, 15 times for the potato, up and up all the way up to prestige 60. We are releasing more as the season goes on. I think that's important to say that that beetroot one at prestige 60 is not going to be the final farm. We're going to be keeping up with the economy, keeping up with the game state, and releasing more farms as the server goes on to keep it fresh and enjoyable. So if I head over to the wheat farm that everyone gets access to on join, you get a nice little wheat farm, obviously, and there is the condensed table. So I'll show you in a second. If you start mining, obviously you get your XP for your levels, which helps you prestige and unlock more enchants. But if you mine here, let's say we've got 3 stacks here, and you can just go and condense, and now you get the 3 condensed from the 3 stacks, which sell for more. They multiply up, so you can just keep grinding and not have to sell until you really want to bulk sell with like millions worth, which is so much fun. And we do have fun little events on the server as well. If you have a look at the top, there's a harvester event, and that's just whoever harvests the most crops in the 5-minute time period gets keys. The top 3 positions gets some sort of keys and credits. I think the top place gets a few credits as well, so it's actually really fun. So if I just go and sell now, I made 8.3k just like that. And you do also earn these money shards, and an orb shard. So there's 2 different shards you can earn, money shards and an orb shard, and that's because we have custom armor that you can make on the server. So if I do /armor, you can see you got the money armor and the orbs armor, and they cost these shards. So the money armor, you get all 4 pieces, the helmet's 250 shards, chest plate's 500, 750 for the leggings, 250 for the boots. So the more you farm, the more shards you get, and then you can afford these armor pieces, and they give you boosts, which is really cool. So this is a very grindy aspect of the game, but it gives you a boost, so why would you not go for it, you know? Now it wouldn't be a Gen server without an island, so I'm going to do /is and teleport to my island. This is we've got a really nice build for the islands here, and this is where you place your gens down. As you can see, I just got 2 legendary keys for coming first in that competition. But we have loads of gens that you can place down here. So if you go to the gen shop, this is kind of the main point of the game mode, is the gens shop. So you farm to get money, and then you buy generators with the money that you earn. And this sort of automates your system, because then you can actually get more items and sell these on instead of going to the farm, or with going to the farm. So obviously the first one you can get is the tier 1 generator. That's the cheapest one, but each one goes up. We have 26 tiers at the moment, and just like the farms, we're going to be keeping up with the game state, keeping up with the economy, and adding more if need be to keep it fresh, you know, to keep it fun. So if I just go and buy a couple of wheat generators right now, you can see I've just bought 3, and then you come in here and you place them. You can build your own stuff, by the way, or just place them on the ground, but the island actually comes with a preset way to use it. So if you break these slime blocks and then place down your generators, the items that the generator spawns goes down here into the chest system with the hoppers, and should come in here any second now. These are just the slime blocks that we broke. Hopefully that some will come down soon. Oh, here we go, there's some coming down now, and into the hopper system, and I think it's going to funnel through hopefully to this chest. There it is. So that's the way you could automate it, and then obviously you just sell it and you make 60 just like that. Now you only have 25 gens slots to start, which is a good starting point, as we've placed 4 down. I think you start with 1, and then you can buy the extra ones. That's why we have 4. But there's ways to get more gen slots through all different avenues on the server. You can get them all over the place, extra gen slots, and you can also get extra multis by prestiging. So you really want to be going for those prestiges. You really want to be going for getting your max gens, using your capacity, and then upgrading them as much as you can. You can upgrade them either by going into the gen shop or shift right clicking on them. See, that one's now tier 2, tier 2, tier 2. And that now spawns melons, which will sell for more. We do also have a leaderboard system for the best island. We know because this isn't a spawner economy at all, there's no spawners on gens. We thought of a new way to do it, and we're doing an island point system. So to get island points, you just do the command /is points, and you can buy 1, or you can buy multiple at a time. So 1 for 50 million, 6 for 300, and it expands all the way up, it accumulates, sorry, all the way up, where you can get 48 for the 2.4 billion. Each island point goes onto IS top, as you can see here. No one's actually bought any extra subs out, but if I went and bought an island point right now, I'd be number 1. Obviously I can't afford one right now, but for testing purposes, I'm just going to quickly give myself 50 million. Okay, so now I've got that, I can do /is points, buy myself a point, and now I'm number 1. So that's also a fun side quest to do if you want to work on your IS top. There's still going to be rewards, credits given out at the end of the season for IS top, so you might as well go for it. It's also just another way to spend your money, so you're not hoarding onto your money for generators. Anyway, there's a ton more features on the server, but you're going to have to check them out for yourself. We've got experience shops, we've got mob coin shops, we've got a whole battlefield where there's sumo events, envoys, destroy the core events, and actual bosses that spawn in the battlefield as well. So there's so much for you to do on the server, but you're going to have to come out and check that yourself. I'm going to be recording on here every day for the first week of the server. I really appreciate if you came on launch using the IP bluq.mynest.net. There's going to be a 50% sale on the store, so grab your credits whilst you can, and let's have a great season 1 release on gens. See you on Saturday.